We have 12 gauge here. We've got Ewan, Sana, Brooke and Tom having a bit of a giggle there in the corner. So what progression have you made over the last week of your rehearsals? Not a lot? So what did you do or what didn't you do?
Can't we just hit a wall? I thought we came up with new songs last week.
Yeah, with some new stuff.
We came up with ideas, but not whole songs.
Oh, we did come up with a new
we
song
came up with a
last
new one,
week.
yeah.
It was alright. It was kind of productive.
Yeah, it was kind of.
Because you know the one that we were jamming to when we had the fuzz and the wah.
Yeah, that has no lyrics.
But at the moment we've now got parts to like 4 potential songs, but we can't finish them.
It's really hard at the moment.
Yeah. So what do you think you should have done over the last... What kind of things do you have planned or hope that you would have done in the last week?
Probably like just a full song.
Full song or a full couple of songs would be really helpful.
Yeah.
And was there any reasons of why maybe you weren't as productive as you'd like to have been?
I think like we've been really productive in the past few weeks. Some other things just hit a wall.
Yeah.
I think it was easier to write like new instrument parts than it was to write the lyrics and organise it. Really.
Yeah, it's kind of just, we have hit a block. Well, I know that I have. I tried sitting down on Thursday. I sat down from Thursday to Sunday. I stuck in writing.
So how many songs do you have at the moment?
5 or 6. On the Rome Wall, one more time. Bit like that, yeah. Fanny, we've got 5 full songs that we can perform confidently.
Mm.
And then we've got 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 ideas for separate songs.
Okay. So you obviously got to hit at least that half an hour set. Do you feel like you easily going to be able to do that? Or is it going to kind of be a push to the end?
I think we're going to do it.
We'll definitely go over this.
Yeah.
It's just been a...
Yeah.
Just having some beers and knocking that all day out.
Yeah. So what have you done? Say you haven't maybe had the creative part of it this week, but what have you done? What other things did you do that was productive?
Carry on with Facebook posts.
Yeah.
Oh, I made posters.
Oh yeah, you have made some posters.
I made some killer posters. That looked awesome.
And why are posters useful?
Because there's one over there of Brooke's sexy face. And there's one there actually. The green one.
Oh hey!
I could not zoom in.
For one thing, now we've got like the idea of the posters, we can use them for whatever gig, and also now we've got advertising that we can put up for the O2 gig.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are really liking them. Like the people I've spoken to outside of college all think they look really good, and they advertise the gig really well. So we've got them we can put up everywhere.
Yeah, so that's good. Have you done like run-throughs at all of all your songs? Have you kind of kept doing that, or is it just been a sense of...
Not last week.
Not last week.
We could go through them once, but at this stage we don't need to.
We kind of
we know them,
so we perform.
which is like really good.
Yeah.
We are going to add some more covers in because we've got a gig on the 27th of May, which was on the 28th. We got the date changed because the band broke up, so we've now got a better slot in the evening. Which is really sick. So we need some more covers for that. Like, to change the setup a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be good. And so what things do you think you need to do this week to make sure that you are productive?
Hopefully get another song.
Just one at least.
Yeah. And what things do you guys have to do to get in that creative mindset? So you said you had a wall, a kind of mental block of like creativity. So what things do you think could kind of get you out of that?
Well, I think just whenever I have a writer's block, I just like leave it for a bit.
Yeah.
Heavy drinking. We can't leave it for a bit.
I know exactly that's the problem.
Drinking always helps me.
So
And I'm not kidding.
That's...
Alcohol helps because it calms me and then allows my mind to open.
Lets all the emotions pour out.
There's
Silently to try.
there is a quote from someone, I can't remember who it is. If you have a writing block, it's because you don't know what you're writing about or you don't have a purpose to write for.
Exactly. You've got like nothing to say.
I'm pretty sure that was actually a quote from like McFly, not gonna lie, but it's actually quite useful. It's actually quite useful. So, do you have like a kind of purpose to write for at the moment, or is there anything that you could write about, or give yourself a kind of brief as such, like a music brief that you could kind of try and fit?
I guess. Could always just go back to some old stuff.
Yeah.
Is there anyone, like maybe trying to listen to an artist that you like, get some inspiration from, or just jam it out?
I did like checking some other bands. I was watching the Download Festival 2016 in Sky Arts, and there was some banging new bands on there that I hadn't heard of.
Yeah.
So they kind of helped with the creative juices flowing.
Awesome. So you've got some things to kind of maybe sort out. Do you think you'll get something written down this week?
Yeah, probably
Yeah.
100%.
Just jam it out. Pub. Group meeting at the pub. So as you were saying, you've got done posters for the gig. What things, so for your final major project job role, what have you got up to over the last week? Did you do anything productive in terms of that, in terms of organising for the O2 gig?
Just had a brief discussion, I think, on Facebook about equipment sharing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you come to like a conclusion with that? Do you think it will organise? What else do you kind of have to do to complete that?
I don't think we've heard back from a lot of bands.
Yeah, like I've made sure that everyone knows that they can use my kit, but my breakables I'll have to pay for. And I know there's a lot of people on the course who don't have breakables, or they might not actually. They don't have any breakables. And I've heard nothing from them. So
Okay.
I'm currently of the mind of like, well, if you don't mess me, you're not using my breakables on stage. And that might be a dick move. That's how the industry goes, deal with it.
Yeah.
And I'm still kind of waiting on that, so I'll probably put something out.
Yeah.
Like,
So it might be like a tricky conversation of having direct conversation with people. It's just, do you need to have my breakables or not?
Yeah,
This is the fee.
That's that thing, like, I don't have time to go around to every single person. I do need it's way easier if they just like approach me and like, hey, can I borrow your breakables? Because I'm always going to be like, yeah, but as long as you understand,
Yeah.
I'm going to want some money and they're like,
So do you know everyone in this room? Do you know if each drummer in this room needs your breakables or not?
I think,
Ask me. There's only one drummer in here. It's Will.
I think Will might, but I'm not sure. I'll have to ask him.
Yeah.
He needed to borrow me last time.
So that's something you can get done. How about you, Zana? What have you done in terms of your final major project job role? Have you got anything done over the last week, or is there anything you've got planned for this week that you know you need to have get done?
I haven't really done much. It's been a bit like slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we need to like the events management team needs to like talk a bit more. Start sorting things out.
Yeah. Just, awesome.
You seem to be getting all the posters done.
Yeah, the posters have been.
Don't get me started.
Okay, yeah, won't go into that.
I don't like them. That's why we did our own.
You would like a computer virus. What? Just gets in the way.
Yeah.
And you guys are doing tech work, so I'm guessing you're part of sorting out all the equipment, all of that stuff. So what can you do to maybe help you and make sure that he knows, if you've got 3 of you and a certain amount of drummers, you've got 10 bands, I think it is?
I think it's 11.
11 bands.
Oh, wait.
How many of them have drummers?
Your man usually like a program or something.
Yeah, but maybe we'll ask someone to like play it for a game.
Might be 11 people.
So maybe you can kind of tag team it and go around to see who like...
Just go around each band during a pod session or something. Just be on for like 2 seconds and start.
Yeah, it's better to know than be sorry. Right. So tell me what your aim's going to be for this week in terms of... I'll just go through one by one, something that you've got to do by the end of this week. So Ewan, what's the one thing you've got to get done by the end of this week?
Make sure I find out who the hell needs my kit, and if it's me both nights.
Perfect. Zana, what do you need to do?
Keep up with God's work and try and write a song, finish writing a song.
Brooke.
Have one song completed, catch up on marks and stuff. But it's that song, it's not the main thing. Lyrics, everything needs to be done.
Perfect. And Tom?
Get all my written work done because I haven't done it yet.
Yeah. Perfect.